is Michelle, and I'm here today to share with you my second design team project for Country Craft Creations. I'm using Cartabella's Home Again paper collection, and it's really super cute. And I wanted to make an explosion album, which I'm totally like kind of into boxes right now, so I decided I wanted to do that. But because the paper line was related to home, I wanted to make something that was a house. So basically what I did was I made an explosion box in a house shape. So and then when I got done with it, I thought, well, it needed something, so I made a little yard for the house to sit in. So what I did was created this kind of a tray type box, and then I used my Tim Holtz on the edge fence die and cut a bunch of them and pieced them together and, you know, put it around the tray that I set the house in. On the edge of it, I had this ribbon in my stash and it had vines in it, and I thought it just fit perfectly with the theme of the album, so I went ahead and used that around the edge. I used one of the little stickers to resemble like a gate latch, and then on the inside, if you can see, I layered some flowers. One of the cut-aparts said welcome, and I thought it made a perfect little welcome mat. I hope you can see that. So it turned out really, really cute. But I decided, you know, you don't have to make the tray. The house just sets right in it. And you don't have to make the tray, but I just thought it was super cute, and got a little bit of glue in there. I thought it was just a really cute way to kind of present the album. So you don't have to make this. This is just totally kind of what I wanted to do, but I thought it was super cute. So the album itself, again, it's a home-themed collection, so I wanted to make a house. I took one of the cut-aparts here, trimmed it down just a little bit, and I used it to take on the appearance of a door. This pearl gem dot is from Graphic 45, and it's from one of the past design team projects that I had received, and I had a couple left over, so I used that to make the doorknob. And then a couple of the stickers from the design. On this door, you know, this cut-apart had the word home on it, which I thought was super cute. And it, to me, looked like something you could hang on your front door. So I punched some holes and put some twine from my collection through it and made it look like it was hanging on the door. And then I thought the front of it needed something, and so I put this little heart decoration. I used one of my Martha Stewart punches and created that in the same paper as the house. So this is the only side that is decorated. Everything else is the same. And then I've just put this nice little ribbon around it I had from my stash that I just really, really loved, and it was big and fluffy, and I just thought that was kind of cute, and it almost, to me, kind of took the place of like a chimney on the top of the house, but it was a nice way to close the album and look really cute. So the idea of the album is that this will just slip off, so it's like a ribbon belly band. You don't have to untie it. And then the lid comes off, and then your album is on the inside. Let me put this away. And the album will explode like that. So you have a really good space for lots of pictures. Make sure we're still in frame. We are. So each panel is 6 by 6, and these photo mats here, these are good for 3 by 4 pictures. These are 4 by 4 picture sized, and they're all adhered so that the little embellishments are lifted so that you could place your picture underneath. These are ephemera pieces, all from the collection. This one, it was punched in the middle, and I took it out, backed it on cardstock, and then replaced it so it had a nice little frame to it. It says the magical thing about home is that it feels good to leave and even better to come back, which I totally get. I love my house, and I love staying in my house, and so this one says, bless this house, gather together. There's no place like home in our happy place, and then happiness served here. And so then you have all this spot for pictures, but then you also have the mini album on the inside. I have this too. So I created a waterfall type mini album in the bottom, covered with patterned papers on the front side, and on the back side, ivory cardstock. So I used the brown artisan cardstock and the ivory artisan cardstock as well. And then the rest of this was papers that were given to me in my design team package. So really, really fun and quick album to make, and it doesn't take much paper. Let me double check my notes here real quick. Without the tray, if you do not make the tray, you will use, depending on which lid you make, because in the tutorial I'm going to show you, you can either make a flat lid, so it's just a box, or you can make the roof lid. So it takes 7 pieces of paper for cardstock for brown. And then I used 7 pattern papers, and I used 3 of the ivory sheets. So honestly, not a whole lot of pattern paper or, you know, cardstock needed for this. It just didn't take that much, but it turned out really super cute, and I think you're going to really like it. So then when you're ready to fold up the album, you just kind of fold the pieces up and in on itself and close it up, and then you grab your roof and you put your roof on, and there you go. The ribbon isn't really necessary to keep it closed, but I just thought it made for a really pretty closure, and I liked it, so I put it on there. And then you just, you know, it's just like a belly band. You just slip it on, and there you have it. So again, just real quick, I did not do a tutorial on how to make the tray, but I'll tell you how to do it right now, so that if you do want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. So the base of this is 9x9 brown cardstock, and I scored on 1/2 inch on each side, and then I made the sides into kind of a mini box or tray. And then I punched a whole bunch of these guys and then glued them together into a big long strip, and then I wrapped them around that 1/2 inch edge on the outside all the way around. And then once I was done with that, then it was just decoration time. So it was pretty simple to make. I did put a piece of chipboard in the bottom of the tray, and I had covered it with the green cardstock from my stash. This is not artisan cardstock, but it was from my stash, and I thought it matched, so I used it. The ribbon from my stash as well, and I just wrapped it around the bottom edge, and then tied it in a cute little knot here, and I just secured it on all the way around with score tape. Okay, so again, the tray was 9x9, and I did a 1/2 inch score on all 4 sides, and then just folded those up and created a box shape with just a little 1/2 inch side, and then punched a bunch of these, glued them together to make a long strip, and wrapped them around. And I used total scraps for this part, so it was kind of a cool little scrap buster. I had a bunch of cardstock left over from a couple different projects, and I kept the strips. I did cut the strips for the fence at 1.5 inches wide, which seemed to work just perfect. And then when you wrap the ribbon around it, especially this ribbon was super cute because it had the ivy. It just was perfect for this particular design. And then I just went through my stash, and I had these flowers that you can see, and I just put them in the front corners. And then when you sit your house in the little tray, then it just sits perfectly in there, and the flowers kind of decorate your little front yard. So I hope you can see that well. I thought it was really cute. So anyways, you don't have to make the tray. That's not, the tutorial is for the house explosion box itself. But that was kind of a quick and dirty how to make that tray. If you have any more questions about the tray, let me know. But I just thought it was kind of a cute little presentation for this particular thing. So it's kind of a nice little showpiece, but you definitely don't have to make that. But this is super cute in and of itself. So that is my project. I hope you like it, and I hope you stay tuned. The tutorial should be up in the next day or two, and have a really awesome day. Go to Country Craft Creations, get your papers. They are there. I just was online and just checked, and they're still available. So get your Cartabella Home Again papers, get your brown and ivory artisan cardstock, and meet me in a couple days, and I'll show you how to make this project. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day.